So, we're going to be working on grinding up a blade or two. So again, I'll start with the small one. This one. I'm going to try to get done with these 3 this evening, is my goal. Well, good evening, Dana. How are you? Hope you're having a good Sunday. How we doing, Ray? I will pass the word. So I'm going to start grinding on these 3 here. Maybe put handles on all 3 here. Maybe 1. We'll see we'll see where we're at. And, yeah. Let's see here. Ooh, what do I want? And I'm gonna have to move you guys to a different spot. Because if I'm gonna be working right here, you guys ain't gonna be seeing something. Right on, Ray. Appreciate you swinging in. Welcome in, everybody. Sorry, still getting set up. Alrighty. How's everybody doing? Hope you're all having a good Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to any mothers watching. Alright, we gotta go higher. think I have a stand with me. So yeah. Let's see if I got a stand real quick. Holy crap, I actually do. Wow, we got 40 people watching. I haven't even started. Right on. Ain't mad at that. Alright, and let's get this guy. And so, 3 blades that I'm working on. It's going to be this little guy here. This guy here, which is made out of a rasp. And then this guy here was from the 1-hour forge competition that I did against Mystic Forge. Or Mystic Outdoor Forge. So yeah. So we're going to get started with the little one. Gonna get everything flowing. Figure out what needs to be moved around, so on and so forth. Feel free to ask questions, anybody, everybody. What else? Alright, let's see here. Let me go like this. Right on. I think you guys are gonna stay like that. Seems to be a pretty good spot. That is not a big fillet knife. I apologize. Sorry. Boop. Appreciate you there. Old fishing and shenanigans. If y'all don't know and you guys like fishing, check that dude out. He's a pretty cool guy. Obviously not as cool as me because, fucking pirate. But yeah. He actually plays on the water though. I play with steel. But anyway, let's see here. And yeah. But I did find out, fishing and shenanigans, that you can get a whole bunch of high carbon fish hooks for like nothing. Just saying. And the high carbon is like 82A, which I don't know much about, but I can learn and stuff. But yeah, so I'm still down to make the canister, man. I mean, anything is a fillet knife if you have the skill. I'm just teasing, shenanigans. Don't hurt me. But it would be kind of a cool video. Like, you get a mess of crappie or something, and you just start using different blades to flay out fish. Like, you don't need, you might not need the proper or correct stuff to get going, but you can still accomplish these tasks, kind of thing. It'd be a cool video for you. You don't need to do it live. You can just do a video of it. But that's just my 2 cents. Maybe call it like Will It Fillet. Right on, man. I appreciate you. Did you hear what I said though about the will it flay? Alright, so somebody asked me if I could actually make pretty blades. And yes, I can. And the problem with making pretty blades is that the more time I put into it, the more customers have to pay. Which is why I don't normally make them overly pretty. But I can. Because, I could sit around and hand sand something for 36 hours and charge you for it. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to sit around for 36 hours while shooting the same blade. Could I? Absolutely. But I don't think it's fair to you. You being the customer. And it's not fair to me. But I will adjust slightly. Let's move this over just a little bit. So, if you look right now, I don't know how well it shows up, but there's a whole bunch of little lines, like grinding marks, or kind of looks like scratches on a windshield kind of thing. Right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to smooth a portion of these out. This is what it looks like before. That's what it looks like after. And that was, 7 strokes. Not even. Stop it, you dirty-minded fools. I'm just kidding. Let it rip. Right on, Dana. See you in a bit. Pardon me. So yeah, this is where we're at right now. So this is the polished side, right? Thanks. So this is the polished side. This is the unpolished side. See what I'm saying though? Like there's not that much of a difference. Now, granted, this drum that I'm using is not a real high grit when it comes to polishing, but still. Now, are there other drums? Sure. And could I use those? Sure. Will I buy those? Maybe. And so now, both sides are polished up to almost the same. Almost the same amount of back and forth. All right. So yeah, I can make pretty blades, but like, is it that big of a deal for me to do? No. But also, I don't want to sit there and hand sand and everything till the wee hours of the morning. I forget which one this is. But anyway. So I gotta go up to a higher grit, but I'm not gonna do that tonight because I don't want to right now. And so we're gonna move on to the actual edge. We're gonna bust out this bastard because I paid for it, and damn it, I will figure this thing out. So, now I got profiles. Still don't have an edge to speak of, like. But you know what I do have? My angle grinder. You know what angle grinders are real good for? Making angles. So now we got that going on. And we have an edge. Alright. So we got a solid enough edge to be getting on with. So we're gonna set you right here. We're gonna move on to this guy. This is a farrier's rasp for horse hooves and such, cow hooves also. So for this one, I'm gonna go straight to the polishing wheel. I just want you to see what a polishing wheel does right off the gate, which is why we go through the rougher grit, then we go to a finer grit. But I'll show you what this finer grit does. So that's just the straight polishing wheel on it. And that's what it looked like before. Eddie, how we doing? All right, so this here's what it was looking like, all dark. Now it's on the shinier side. So I already made one out of an old file. This here I'm just cleaning up to be able to put a handle on and everything. So I don't think my stream's gonna be too long tonight. It's like 5:15 right now. Yeah, this is a Farrier rasp, so a hoof file. Oh yeah, we make you so pretty. Alright, so I'm gonna clean up this edge here. And for those who are just in, this is what we just did. So yeah, I gotta polish this front end a little bit better. This back end is kind of dark here and dark here, and then it's got this little lightness in the middle. $18 viewers, 7 likes. I ain't mad at that. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Feel free to leave a comment if you want to. Ask a question. Don't matter. No dumb questions. You might get some dumb answers, but no dumb questions. Alright. Start playing with this Sea Dog here. This here's got a heavy handle. I love it. Make a great chopper. Be great for working on the pirate ship. Y'all see alright? Yeah, I guess you can. At least decently. I hate when I hide stuff from myself. I had a piece of chalk. Not sponsored, but if they hit me up, I would be. Alright, I guess I'll just eyeball it. So what I'm trying to do is I want to take this section here and bring that all the way around. If that makes sense. So, and make this all shiny. So, I guess I'll be doing that by the old eyeball. Is that distant view, or you guys want to go back to the other one? some more. This is what I had it looking like. Now it looks like this. And again, this is the Sea Dog. If anybody's interested in ordering one. Let's see here. Oh, Dell, right on. You've been working on a couple of knives, one from a leaf spring. Fuck yeah, man. Is that a new leaf spring or an old one? Sorry, I don't know how long ago you wrote that, so. And also, have you been forging them, or are you doing stock removal? Still got a ways to go. Trying to bust out the old rock wheel. Cause we're gonna rock steady, steady rocking on. Now I can probably get through this thing. Alrighty. Yeah, it's just a piece of shirt that we use around here in the shop for cleaning up shit. So friggin' thumb knuckle locked up on me, needed to pop. Rude. Welcome back, Dana. Ooh. Ooh. But again, I do have an email address now for the shop. And so if you are interested in a blade and want to email me directly because you don't have social media or whatever, it's my name at Gmail. Real complicated, all lowercase. Let's move back over to the Apparently this side here is more stout of an angle than the other side. Oh, that? About a nickel worth. So the cutting edge itself is approximately 10 inches. Overall, it's 14. And this is just some good old 1095. Gotta put an edge on this guy too. Looks like we're edging this evening. Hope y'all did something nice for your mothers and the mothers in your life today. And for grins, I'm going to open up this handle a little bit more, just so it can fit more people's hands besides this little guy. All right, that's a lot better. All right. Let me see here. All right, let me do another couple passes to get this edge defined. We're going to do the other side. There you go. Now I can put a proper edge on it and everything. But yeah, this thing's gonna be sick. I'm not sure what handle to put on this one. So in the comments or in the live here, let me know what kind of wood or acrylic to use on this, or a color or something. Give me ideas for this blade here. The Sea Dog. I guess you could say that this would be like my signature blade. Or signature style. If it'll let me. That's game. No, it's a Q&A. I don't want to do that. I don't know why. Because I got flip, mute, effects picker, stickers, hide live, retouch, create highlight, green screen, lighting, and close. That's all I have. Yeah, I don't have a way of doing any of that, and I don't know why. Like, I can't even comment in the live chat. So that's cool. Anyway, wood or acrylic? Put your comments below in the chat, or if you're watching this back. And if you know what kind of wood you would like, put that in there too. You know what I mean? And so people can comment or like on, whichever one has the most likes. That's the one I'll go with. All right, let's see here. Whatever wood has two colors, all wood has two colors. So, because you have the hardwood and then the sapwood. So, personally, I prefer to mess with domestics, but we are pirates, so we can go anywhere and do whatever. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one there, bud. Time of night is it? 6:02. Trenton, appreciate you. Kanji, what's up, brother? Distinct, dark, and light. Ooh, I don't remember. How we doing, Kanji? Just grinding and edging some blades. This guy? 14 inches. 10 inches of cutting area. Approximately. A straight line, 10 inches. So maybe 11 or so. But yeah. A little polished edge. Or polished, depending on how you type. And then this one here is a farrier's rasp that I am going to profile a little bit more and get down into a consistent thickness on the edge for a start of blade or start of edge. Always the man laughs a garden, you dig it. shark fin going on back here. So it's kind of hooked back. Did him. Don't mind me. Just enjoying my work. And if you've got a problem with that, I got 2 words for you. Fuck off. Alright, so we got that guy, and that guy. So we got a small, a medium, and a large done tonight. This profile's pretty spot on. Just need to do a touch up on the tip here. All right. So we got the small. Ooh, which blade? Thank you for the nice work. Name of the blade. Which blade are we talking about? Small, medium, or large? All. So the only one that definitely has a name is this guy here, and this is the Sea Dog. So this is, for lack of a better term, this is the shot blade, or the yeah, it's like the shot blade. So it's got good weight in the back. And then I don't have a name for this one. It's just, I think I might call it shark rasp, but just because it's kind of sharky. But also it's kind of got a little wave going on with it. Then this little guy, I don't know. You need to come up with a name for the little guy. Besides the little guy. I'm not calling it little guy. So yeah, we got 6 people in chat right now. Let's come up with a name for this little guy. So yeah, we need a name for this guy and this guy. You want to call this one Big Dog? Oh, we gotta come up with a better name than that. It's like calling the biggest guy in the room Slim. And Mako? Is that what you're trying to type? Instead of Mako? You know, I'm assuming you're talking about this guy? I like Mako. Happens to be my favorite shark. How did you know? You spying on me? Yeah, I'm down with that. This could be Mako. It's sleek. It's fast. It'll kick you in the ass. Stab you in the ass. Stab you in the ass. So once this thing gets bumped up a little bit, handle-wise, for grip, oh, it's gonna be a bastard. Oh, sometimes you stalk me? Right on. All right, so we got Mako. We got the Sea Dog. Do we need a name for this one? He's quick. He's funny. He makes me like somebody Liechtenstein. He's quick. He's fast. He'll kick you in the ass. just had to clean that up a little bit. Still name. Oh. Good night for this thing. Oh, I was singing. What was I singing? Oh, I was singing Liechtenstein from A Knight's Tale. Great movie, by the way. If you haven't seen it, you probably should. It's got all the great actors in their prime. I'm not saying that they're past their prime. I'm just saying it's great actors whenever they're young and still becoming known. But yeah, so and alive. Yeah, one or two of them are dead. Liechtenstein's dead. One of my favorite lines from that movie. It's just kind of a whatever line. But it's whenever they're in the tavern and they're gambling, and they're trying to get the other guy to throw in a few bucks or throw coins, and there's a couple French guys at the other table that they were gambling with, and it's like what is it? Oh, the French guys stand up. It's like, the Pope is French. And the guy that they were trying to get to start gambling, or to throw a couple coins on, goes, what is it? The Pope may be French, but God's English. You're on. So good. Uh-oh. That's a dang old Game Boy. Harold, what is up, brother man? Sneaking around, watching me while you're working. I approve of this message. Pirate's life. Welcome to the boat, Harold. But yeah, no, it's just, the Pope may be French, but God's English. You're on. Like, it's so good. Because if memory serves, the Pope was actually French and was only allowed to be French for a few popes. Again, if memory serves. All right, so we still got to come up with this guy's little name. Oh, Harold's at work, so he might be in for like a moment, and then he'll be gone for like an hour and a half. Yeah. So those watching it back, feel free to drop a comment. Those who are lurking, all 7 of you, I appreciate y'all. Feel free to drop a comment if you wish about what you think this, should be named in the comment section. And until the next live, get the fuck off my ship. But again, no, seriously, I appreciate you guys. And yeah. So take her easy, and I'll catch you in the next one.